NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gillian. And Mayor Butts gave me special dispensation. He said, I'm in charge here, and you don't have to wear this helmet for 5 minutes. So thank you very much. Mayor Bass, I know this is slightly out of your jurisdiction, but he gave you special dispensation as well. So hopefully we'll be okay for the next few minutes. And they're under such a tight schedule here that we said, can you stop the song for 8 minutes? And they said, no. It's the only way we're going to be able to open on time. So I'm going to get right to the point here. So it is my absolute privilege to announce the 2026 NBA All-Star Game will be held here in Inglewood at this brand new Intuit Dome. Congratulations, everyone. You know, just a few words about our All-Star festivities. I know Steve has been calling this building basketball heaven. That's what we used to call All-Star, so I got to come up with a new name now. So it's basketball heaven is coming to basketball heaven, I think, so far. But I'll work on that. But people in LA are familiar with our All-Star festivities. These games are distributed in more than 200 countries. It's not just the All-Star game itself. There are events throughout the week. I had the opportunity to get the deluxe tour from Gillian and Steve this morning of this building. Not only are there 5 courts, there's technology that is unmatched in any facility I've ever seen. I think no doubt Steve and Gillian have been meticulous in looking at every single detail. And even beyond that, I think we all agree that once the building opens, there'll be even more things that they realize they can do differently. I can just say that, you know, having been, I think, to pretty much every basketball in the arena in the world probably over the course of my many years at the NBA, I eagerly await the first opportunity to see a Clippers game here in this fantastic Intuit Dome. And then, of course, all NBA fans are eager to see an NBA All-Star game here. So thank you to the community. Thank you, Mayor Butts. Thank you, Mayor Bass, for your hospitality. And with that, I thought this was the point. Steve Ballmer is about to speak, gentlemen and madams. So the energy level is about to come up another notch. So without further ado, Clippers Chairman Steve Ballmer.
I gotta ask a question here. Mayor Butts, you're the boss. Can I take mine off too, please? If I can figure it out. It's always hard. Nah, I get it. It was mostly a big show to say thank you again. I'll keep it on. I won't get in trouble with the safety people that way too. Thank you very much, Adam. It is wonderful that you're here, and I'm even happier with the announcement that you made. It is such an honor for us to be able to host an All-Star game. I can't even tell you. I was giddy when I heard it was possible, and even giddier when the league told us that we'd have the All-Star game here. I'll switch away from heaven of basketball if you like, and I'll just say we want this to be the penultimate basketball experience on the planet. As good as it gets, the pinnacle, the peak. Now, of course, some years somebody will bypass us, but man, we have put everything into getting ahead of that in this building. This is the primary thing. Yes, we have clubs and lots of bathrooms, 1,500 and something, different whatever they call them, facilities. You can't call them toilets because they're not all toilets. But anyway, this is the featured item. This is where we need the intensity. This is where we need the crowd roar, right here in the bowl. And we spent a lot of time thinking through the details of this. How do you get people in and out quickly? Bathrooms and concessions need to be fast. How do you get people to cheer? We'll actually track your decibel level and let you know how loud you've been. You want to go get some food, walk out, just grab it. You bring your game face, we call it. You can just grab food and beverage. No cashier or anything else. You just walk out with the food that you want, get back to your seat pretty quickly. So we need to support this. We wanted it steep, and you can see some of the steepness here. But if you look where you can't see behind me, is what we call our wall of sound. It's 51 rows, top to bottom. It's steeper than anything you see from this vantage point to try to bring the fans in closer to the game. That'll be what we call a Clipper-only zone. Some of you may notice sometimes because of all the transplants here in LA, we'll see people from other places. But you actually have to register for what we call a Chuck Mark, our mascot. You have to follow us on Instagram. You got to buy a jersey. You have to have been a season ticket holder. 3 or 4 different things you can pick from, but you're not going to sit there if you're not really on our team. And that's the big wall, if you will, that I'm really excited about. Seats. The seats are generous in their leg room and in their width. We took what we saw in other NBA arenas and we tried to go a step further. So you have actually the same depth of step, top to bottom, all the way to the upper bowl. In the upper bowl, it gives you a little more headroom. In the lower bowl, a little more leg room, but we've been working hard on that. Stay in your seat or get up. You get up, we're going to know that you stood up. As long as you want us to, you've got to give us the permission. We'll know that you get up. We know that you cheer. We know how loudly you cheer. If you're good on those things, we can give you little discounts around the shop just to reinforce that excellent behavior that we want and need of our fans to make this thing rocking. I mean, look, our fans have a role to play with our team. This isn't just for the fans to enjoy the experience. If our fans do their job right, it's going to help our team play better. And that's super important to us. So I'm excited about all those things and many more. If you want me to get going for half an hour, which nobody does, I'm well over my time now, but I'm happy to. Key dates. I'm really excited for this year's playoffs. Even though they won't be here, I am excited for this year's playoffs. And I know Clipper Nation will be. August, we get to move in here and start. We move in June. We have our first opportunities for concerts by middle of August, but we'll already have had an event with 10,000 or so people to test things out and really put it through its paces. And then, of course, there's our grand opening in the 24-25 season. We are appreciative that the league gave us a year to get our act together so that we can be not just perfect, but perfect when the All-Star game comes here. I mean, just think, if you want to have the pinnacle of basketball, you have to have the very best players in the world playing here. And we're just beyond delighted. When Mayor Butts and I first met in January of 2016, we couldn't have hoped for the All-Star game this early. In a way, I'm amazed it took us almost 9 years, 8.5 with the mayor to get this done. But I'm delighted that we're done and we'll be here. So we're all getting ready. We're all getting prepared. I want to have a special shout out again to the architects at AECOM and the construction guys at AECOM Turner. I get over here at least once a month, maybe more, and the guys, they are just, to me, construction is amazing. I look around here and say, how's this going to be done by the end of June? And they just say to me, we got you. We got you. So thank you all again.